the nuts!
So for the first time in a long time, Nickelodeon's come up with an idea to revamp something that the kids are excited about that even Dan Schneider isn't going to be able to mess up. Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. Sounds like a Super Smash Bros. Game, doesn't it? Well, it basically is a Super Smash Bros. Game. It's literally Super Smash Bros. Melee-style arena 4-player combat, but with your favorite Nickelodeon characters. Imagine whooping ass as SpongeBob, down smashes as Patrick. Timmy Turner might be a little overpowered, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like he could just wish that his opponent had 300 damage and then just one-shot them. Maybe Timmy Turner's a little too much. Invader Zim, Danny Phantom? Who doesn't love Danny Phantom? They picked, like, cartoon characters, which makes sense. I mean, of course you're going to pick cartoon characters like SpongeBob and Invader Zim. But can you imagine if they picked, like, the iCarly cast? And you could just, like, belly bump people as Gibby, like... Who are you guys going to main in Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl? I'm currently thinking Drake and/or Josh, but I guess we'll find out. Nickelodeon's great for doing this, but can you imagine a Cartoon Network Brawl? Goodness, I'd be playing Ed and Eddie, swapping between them like the fucking Ice Climbers or something. Oh, it'd be insane. Johnny Bravo taunts, hey, lil mama, and then just knock them off the arena. Such a missed opportunity. Speaking of a missed opportunity, I've gotten a few comments that have said, Sumet, it's not funny if you're just going to explain the meme. So I figure I'm not going to explain this next one. Are you laughing yet? Doesn't make any sense to you? Transition! There is no such thing as a coincidence. Whether you like it or not, you have probably bumped into some short TikToks by this gentleman, William Knight. He is the founder of an app, the name of which I forgot because I will reiterate, I do not do research for this show, that is all about positive affirmation and magnetic energies in the world or whatever.
There is no such thing as a coincidence. The fact that you're watching this video means you are energetically aligned with me and this message.
There are no coincidences. You didn't click on this video by mistake, and you're definitely not going to smash the like button on accident. Transition. So far in Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, it looks like Timmy Turner's a little bit overpowered. I mean, everybody else has to actually fight, and he can just wish for Cosmo and Wanda to knock his opponent off the stage. It's bullshit. It's way too strong. It's still not as strong as Family. Everybody told me that I missed this meme last week. I didn't miss this meme last week. I don't miss any memes, period. Let me make that clear. But what do you want me to say about this one, man? You got Jerry Gasolina just saying the word family in every Too Fast, 5 Furious movie featuring... What's the British guy's name? Ricky Gervais? Here's a compilation of a bunch of times that people have said family in the Fast and the Furious movies.
I don't have friends. I got family.
Family. Family.
Family.
Family.
Family.
Was that entertaining? Did you guys enjoy watching a bunch of people say family over and over again? No? The memes aren't that entertaining either. And I don't relate to them super well because I don't have a great relationship with my family. And the fact that you're watching me explain memes to you through the internet means you don't have a great relationship with yours either. So let's just stop talking about family and go back to memes, all right? Transition! You guys want a nice icy glass of sproke? According to KnowYourMeme.com, Sproke has existed as early as 2011. It is the combination of Coke and Sprite, which I, for some reason, thought would start with Coke because it's more popular, but no, we're going with Sproke. This is almost the stupidest thing I have heard of since hot Pepsi.
And pour it in your glass. And if you're using a glass made of glass, like I am, put it very slowly so it doesn't melt. Because, you know, when glass melts, it's glass. Yeah. Also, if you try this at home...
You ever have a friend that you go to McDonald's with and they would insist on, like, filling up their glass with every single soda that was at the soda fountain? And they'd be like, bro, try it. It's great. It's great. It's the best soda ever. You mix them all together. And you drink it and you're like, yeah, this just tastes like Barks Root Beer because Barks Root Beer overpowers every other flavor in the soda machine. And they're like, nah, man, it's crazy. It's not crazy. Shut up. I bet you one of those idiots kids invented Sproke and I'm upset about it. I haven't tried it, but I'm upset about it. Back when I was in middle school, I had this skater friend named Sam, and I would always walk him home just to give me something to do for an extra hour before I went home. And we would stop by this convenience store, and we would always shoplift some sodas before heading home. The Asian dudes who owned the store just never walked into the back, as we never bought anything from the store. And I would always take a Red Bull and a Coke, and I'd mix them together in what I now call Cock Bull. It's okay. Netflix has released a show titled Sex/Life about people's sex lives, naturally. And in one scene in episode 3, minute 19 and 30 seconds in, reveals in the showers the largest penis the internet has ever seen. Now, Netflix isn't shy to including nudity or sexuality in a lot of their original titles, and yet people still clamor all over the internet about it. And while I did do my research in watching this episode and this particular clip 75 times over, yeah, it's an alright penis. I mean, I don't get why the internet's memeing the hell out of it. Anybody can have a huge cock. You know how difficult it is to have 100K on YouTube, however? Let's be real. Transition. Speaking of Nintendo, a while ago they announced that they were working on a Nintendo Switch Pro, which is interesting for two reasons. One, Nintendo hasn't generally cared about the hardware of their systems, resulting in the entirety of their first-party lineup to just all look like goofy children's games, even if they are pretty fun. But two, because of the latest incorporation of several other games, not necessarily made by Nintendo, like Fortnite, a couple of Atlas games, and things of the sort, a higher performance Switch might make it a competitive console. Nintendo announced a new Switch. For $350 several years after the launch of the original Switch, you can now have a slightly larger Switch with an OLED screen. If I wanted low-end hardware with a nicer screen, I'd upgrade my phone, Nintendo. Why have you not brought proper Pokemon JRPG games to the phones, by the way? It seems like the best idea ever. I'm not walking around with a Nintendo DS. Instead, I'm walking up to girls at the bar. Hey, beautiful, you got a Meowth? In this universe, even hot girls play Pokemon, and everybody has a phone, so we would trade Pokemon via our phone, which would ideally only work by me having her number. So it's like me asking for her number, but I'm asking for her to... So I need to evolve into a Groudon, is why. Transition. Speaking of phones, John Cena's still weirdly Chinese. I mean, he's not Chinese at all, but it would be difficult to tell if you only knew him from his flawless execution of the Chinese language. Sumet, Chinese isn't a language. I can't tell the difference between Mandarin and Cantonese, so I'm just going to call it Chinese, okay? I understand it's one of the two. I don't know which one it is, though.
早上好，中国！现在我有冰淇淋，我很喜欢冰淇淋，但是《速度与激情9》比冰淇淋《速度与激情9》我最喜欢，所以现在是音乐时间，准备。
I don't know about you guys, but I think the Chinese word for ice cream is 冰淇淋. By the way that John Cena announces 冰淇淋 every time that he says 冰淇淋. I love it. I feel like a talk show host. Welcome everybody back to 冰淇淋. Mr. Cena, according to your chart, you've tested positive for 冰淇淋. Oh my God, here's a story. You guys know Wendy Williams? I know. I hate her too. Recently, there is a clip going around Twitter. I have to imagine it's from an episode that aired recently, where Wendy Williams... Listen, I'm going to set it up the way that the video goes, okay? Wendy Williams goes, hey, look at this TikToker. What do you guys think of this TikToker? I know you over there might like TikTok, she says to one of her crewmates, and he goes, I don't know this particular TikToker. And Wendy Williams goes, oh, this TikToker has 25 million followers on TikToker. That's more than I do. And everybody's like, yeah, but you have more followers on Instagram, Wendy Williams. You're the best, Wendy Williams. Followers don't mean anything. Nobody even uses TikTok. And Wendy Williams is like, yeah, I don't even know what TikTok is. I use Instagram. Anyway, this young person died last week. Bro, Wendy, are you fucking stupid? Who the fuck starts a story about someone passing away in this fucking regard? Are you insane?
And as far as TikTok, I don't use that at all. I don't know what that is. I don't want to be involved. So here he is. He's 19, and he was murdered Monday morning.
I'm not a huge fan of Wendy Williams, but this clip has been making the rounds. Everybody sort of expressed their distaste for the way that Wendy Williams does anything. I just think she's weird, bro. One time she was questioned about why she forces all of her kids to keep their doors open, and she said it was about making sure that they're not building bombs in her house. I think she's on a late night talk show, and they're like, well, do you keep your doors open? She's like, yeah. One time, one of my kids walked in on me giving my husband a job. She said giving my husband a favor, which is a cute way of saying that you were gargling cock in front of your kids. close your door. Is it that? Just close your door. It's not that hard. Let your kids close their doors. Can you imagine having to jerk off with your door open? Wendy Williams, what is wrong with you, bro? Give your kids some privacy. Transition. Shroom Jack is still a thing. The mushroom-based Wojak that we talked about last week hasn't evaporated from the face of the earth. It's like we tried to stick it in a deep, dark place and just ignore it and give it minimal attention, and yet somehow it's multiplied like a mushroom or something. Thank you for making it to the end of the Bing Chading. Remember to smash that Bing Chading and also hit the Bing Chading so you don't miss my videos coming out every Bing Chading. Say hi to the Patreon boys scrolling in the back. Remember to click confirm after you hit the unsubscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in next week's video. Spisu!